How's it going? I'm Mr. Martinez, and I'm going to be showing you about the app called geocaching. So first things first, I'm going to talk about how to access this app and download this app. So very simply, you're going to go to the App Store. From there, you're just going to simply search up geocaching. And the first one that pops up is the one that you're going to want. So this app is a very good way to get your students to stay active at home. So if I were to use this in a PE setting, I would maybe ask students before the weekend starts to try to see how many geocaches they can solve. So, for instance, as you can see, let's say we were going to go on a geocaching adventure. This first one says, geocaches are hidden everywhere. Let's look at one near you. So all you're going to press is show me, and it says this geocache is a physical container that is hidden outside. So this pretty much gives you a hint of what you're looking for. So let's say a student opens up the app, they see a geocache in their area, they're going to go to this area. It actually shows you exactly where this area is. If we hit next, it says view the geocache's description for details and hints before you look at it. So we're going to hit view. It's going to give us an option to navigate to that area. So let's say the student decides to go to this area. They're going to open up the description to see what they're looking for. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt. So it's a very fun way to get students active. So it says we're going to be looking for a wonderful little cemetery located behind the Long Society Meeting House in Preston. This cemetery has some very well preserved stones in it, some dating back to early 1700s. Excellent for rubbings. So it says you are looking for a small lock and lock. So that's what students would be looking for as they go to this location. And obviously, as they're looking for it, they're going to be walking. Maybe they'll be jogging. Maybe if they're really excited about it, they're going to be running. But pretty much the goal is to get students engaged and active, whether that just be going on a simple treasure hunt and searching for objects. So geocaching is a very good way to get students involved in physical activities at home. So yeah, pretty much this app shows you a bunch of different areas that have geocaching in your area. It'll show you all the landmarks and give you hints. It'll give you hints like we just saw of what you're looking for, where to find it. And it also gives you badges. So if you click on the profile tab, it'll show you badges. As you find these objects that are hidden, you can earn badges. So maybe if you were teaching a ninth grade, I'd probably use this in high school. Maybe you're teaching a high school class. You can use this maybe throughout the whole year and say, hey, look, I want to see who can get the most badges throughout the year. And maybe you can reward that. So yeah, that's pretty much geocaching in a nutshell. Like I said, I'd probably use this more in a high school unit, just because students are more independent and they have the freedom to walk and go to places maybe by themselves. But you could also use this in pretty much any level, just as long as students are supervised at home. They can, of course, go on treasure hunts to look for certain objects. I'm sure that'll definitely draw some younger kids' attention if you tell them to just go on a scavenger hunt throughout the weekend. But yeah, it's a very good way to get students engaged in physical activity, like I said, outside of the classroom. So it's definitely something I would recommend. Yeah, and if you even really wanted to, you could have the students take a picture of what they find in their geocaching areas, whether it be a stone, maybe it's a like the one we just saw. Maybe it's a lock, maybe it's a a bottle, whatever it may be. If students took a picture with their phone, they can prove that they actually went on a walk and went on a hike, which would obviously you could grade for participation and maybe even like extra credit. So yeah, geocaching is definitely a very interesting way to get your students involved, and it's a very simple app to use. Pretty much just navigate where you want to go, whatever location you pick, you're going to go there. It's going to tell you, it's going to give you hints of what you're looking for, give you a description, and yeah, in your own PE lesson, and let me know how it works out for you. Thank you.